Well, Tamara, what you got cooking today?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. We're doing something wonderful today with this wonderful, great elk hamburger that we brought from up north because we're from Wyoming.
And I'm Gary, and this is Tamara, and we're Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking.
Yes, welcome to our cooking channel today. Like my husband, the cameraman, said, I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking, and we're doing a wonderful meatloaf today. And we love Hispanic, so we named it ourselves. It's called Rio Blanco meatloaf, and it's got lots of wonderful spices in it, and it's got a kick. But as I'm going through this, if you do not want that much of a kick and that much spice, you can always cut back, right?
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to get with it here.
Alrighty, I'll get back to the camera.
It's best that he gets back to the camera because sometimes he adds more spice. And what I'm going to do here is I've got this nice bowl that I'm going to be mixing this in. And this is about 2 pounds of hamburger. And you do not have to use elk. You can use whatever kind of hamburger you like. Just make sure it's a nice lean hamburger. And I'm going to put that in there. And I always like to go ahead and get everything prepared ahead of time. And what I have here is some wonderful spices that I've already measured. We've got this wonderful black pepper blend that we love from Alpine Touch. I've got chili powder. I've got cumin. I've got this wonderful grated, granulated garlic. And I put that in there. And then I've got about a half of a cup of fresh chopped cilantro, red onion, about a medium-sized red onion, and 1 jalapeno that I've chopped and seeded, because you want to make sure you get the membranes and the seed out of that, or you'll have way more kick than what you need. So we're going to put that in there. And then I have a can of rinsed and drained black beans that we're going to go ahead and add to this. And then I have 2 beaten eggs that I've got here that I've beaten up ahead of time.
Yeah, she's awful mean to those eggs.
Oh yeah, I beat those eggs up big time. Okay, there we go there. And then I have 4 crushed, and it doesn't have to be finely crushed, but 4 corn tortillas that we've crushed. And I'm going to add that. Put that in there. And we're going to bake this today in our cast iron. We have a 10-inch cast iron here that we're going to be cooking this in today. About 350 for about an hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all together. Of course, the best way to do this is clean hands, of course. Get in here and just work this really well all together. You know, over the years of cooking with Dutch oven, we have discovered that cooking with parchment paper really saves on the cleanup of your cast iron. Because I'm going to put this out on my parchment paper that I have here. I'm going to shape it into a round loaf. Then we're going to put it in here, and of course we're cooking this over today, briquettes. Boy, and our weather is perfect. That's why so many people head south for the winter. They want out of that cold country. We were the only ones that were out here for quite a while, but as we looked around this morning, it's like mushrooms popped up all over. We have all these RVs and campers out here, so they've got the right idea too. Oh, this smells great. Oh boy. Like I told you, if you don't want that much spice in it, you can definitely cut back. There's no rules, just like with the hamburger. You know, I've even made this for a turkey hamburger, and that is really tasty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put this out on my parchment paper. Of course, our wind has come up. We always seem to attract wind, but you know, that's just the way it is.
Cameraman's got to help.
Yeah, the cameraman here's got to help. He is lots of help. I never will complain about my little cameraman.
You keep cooking this kind of food, he's not going to be a little cameraman for long.
No, I was not going to say that. He can say that about himself, you know.
Well, you know, it's always so dang delicious. I just can't stop with one serving. I got to have two at least.
As you see, this does make a nice amount here. Yeah, you want to get all your beans and everything mixed in here well. And then when this is all done baking, we let it the last 10 minutes or so. I put about a cup of my homemade salsa on top, put the lid back on, and it just kind of glazes the top of it, and it just turns out wonderful. Okay, there we go. Of course, some of my beans want to not stay in here, but you know. Now what works really slick is you just pick this up and put it in your Dutch oven. Look at that. And then when it's all done, you just pick it off by the parchment paper and put it on your serving platter, and then slide it right off when it's cooled enough to slide off. Okay, there we go. You know, when the wind is blowing, which normally it does blow, we just seem to attract it, like I told you. We cook in this garbage can. We got this wonderful idea from one of our subscribers, and this is a platform that goes in the bottom of this, and it is quite heavy. It's made out of steel. You place that down into the garbage can. You get your briquettes ready. You put the amount of briquettes that you need to have on top. Put your Dutch oven on top. And it just works out slick. Of course, you do not put the lid on because that would, you know, stop your briquettes from working. And you know, and if you're interested in this, we do not get a kit back at all. But if you go down to the description below and go to the link, you can go on and you can order one of these. And these are absolutely wonderful. We also have a YouTube that we put out because, you know, we are Dutch Oven Wyoming Cooking. And there is one of our YouTubes that tells you how to use this. But we just love it and we use it a lot.
Now, if that doesn't look delicious.
Oh boy, can't wait.
I think I'm going to have a snitch bite.
Okay, we baked this for about an hour with briquettes and it turned out absolutely perfect. I want to show you how easy this is to just lift this out with the parchment paper. There you go. Now we're going to let this cool for a little bit and then just slide it right off onto our serving platter and enjoy it with a wonderful tossed salad or fresh broccoli, whatever your choice is. And in the description below is a complete recipe for this with, you know, with all of the ingredients and everything. And we sure hope you enjoyed this with us today. We're certainly going to enjoy this. And of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. We would love it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, and we really love comments. Give us some feedback on our videos. We have a ton of videos out there and wonderful, fun recipes. My husband and I are always thinking of something wonderful and unique to do, just like this. One night we just got to thinking about we need to do something, a wonderful, different type of meatloaf, and we came up with this one. Thank you for joining us today. Goodbye for now.
Adios.
Adios.